We are recording.
What up?
Hello, everybody. I'd just like to point out first this epic t-shirt. Hang on, where's the camera?
Thou shalt beard.
Exactly. You know you need to. You're trying. Bless you. Your hormones will kick in. Don't worry.
This is it. Ripe old age of 26 now.
I'm trying to think where this is from. I think it's a topsy curvy top, like a BBW, generally women's outlet. I also have the pizza slut one from them because I think that's awesome.
Why not?
Yes, I'll show you all that soon, don't worry. But welcome to the Thursday night chat.
Indeed.
And we're talking cars. I need to let you in on a little secret from this weekend, Mr. Andrew.
Go for it.
Forgot to upload Saturday's show.
Oh, God.
I was a bit busy, and then I got a bit distracted, and then it all went to shit. So much so, my editing duties were a bit of a challenge this weekend with the Rallycross. However, I have finally caught back up. So, would you like to go first? Whatever you want to talk about, and then we'll just get in with flames and rolls and wheels falling off and train loss and all sorts of crazy shit.
We had Le Mans this weekend.
We did have Le Mans. I've watched absolutely zero of it.
I saw a couple of clips. It started in rain behind safety car, I believe.
Wasn't there some couple of big crashes as well at the start?
Yeah, there were. So Toyota won, as you can see. Fourth time in a row. There were, and also Alonso did a lap in his F1 car.
That's nice.
Which there's never been an F1 car on track before, which I thought that's insane. Then I thought, like, why don't they race here?
Maybe F1 want too much money and Le Mans can't really be asked because they don't need the attention.
Probably, yeah, but I feel like it'd be a decent enough track for F1 cars. Like,
well, what other track is there in
France?
Yeah.
Oh, the worst track in the world.
Which one?
Like Paul Ricard.
Oh, I don't even know what it looks like.
It's terrible. Well, it's not that bad, but
maybe they've just got a decent deal with or relationship with Paul Ricard track.
Maybe.
Summit.
But, there's potential to have more than one race in France. Ooh.
Don't go crazy. Calm yourself down.
Yeah, so I know there was a crash in middle at night where I don't know what was going on, but it looked like there was a bit of traffic. There's an all-women's team in LMP2.
Oh, yes, I heard about that. That was awesome. How did they do?
They crashed out.
Oh.
I don't think it was really their fault, though.
No,
they were in it last year as well, I believe. I think they did all right last year. I think they were running pretty well this year. But they came up to a bit of traffic, and it seemed like there was a car in front of them. For whatever reason, they couldn't get past them, or either they were in the same class, maybe. Mm-hmm. And then another car came right outside, and for some reason it pulled back in and spun. It was Sophia Flörsch that were driving,
right.
And she spun and hit wall, and I think she must have got concussed or something.
Yeah, sure.
So she would sat like this with road like that, and she was reversing it out at way, off the racing line, and then another car came from up here and just went straight into the side of her. So that might have been what Yeah.
I mean, I suppose if it's night, there's no lights facing them, and just not fucking just not seeing it.
I'll see if I can find a video of it while you're doing your stuff.
I assume she's all right though.
Yeah, I think she got all clear a bit later on, but I think the car were either fucked or they had to just retire because she couldn't drive.
Yeah, because there'll be minimum amounts of time as well, won't there, of each driver?
Yeah.
Oh my days.
So yeah, I
That's
don't
a
know
bit,
about how else
that's
that
a bit
happened.
naughty, isn't it?
Yeah. I thought you'd like this.
Oh, you know I do, mate.
I
There
always
are
like
there are
these
a few
actually.
things in life that I truly enjoy. One of them is old cars. The other one's skylines. Put them
Yeah.
together. Ah,
I've
all
never
coming
seen
down.
one of these before in real
I've
life.
never seen one in the flesh, and I
Yeah.
will probably die and not see one, and that will make me sad.
But they are very smart looking cars.
Amazing.
There's a lot done to that one, but even the like normal ones look nice.
Yeah, they're amazing.
So yeah,
I love them.
and then DTM were on as well, and
Tell you what, just as a bit of a side note, right? 70s in Japan was a beautiful era. You had
yeah,
the most stunning car ever to be crafted, the 240Z made. You had most type of skylines made, and I'm sure there'd be a. I was going to say plethora.
plethora.
Some shit. Hey,
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
other cars. There you go.
Yeah, a
In fact, I'm
few
going
other
to find
cars.
out, and we're going to do a 70s Japanese special
Let's do
where
it.
I just basically touch myself for 20 minutes.
We might not be able to upload that onto YouTube, but
It's okay. You can only see the top half of me.
so yeah, we had DTM as well, and the boy Alex Albon won his first race.
Excellent. Who is he?
He's the guy that used to be in F1 last year.
That'll be why I don't know him.
Yes.
I thought the name sounded familiar. I just didn't know what he'd done.
Yeah. He got pole and then won. So
Pledge. Well done.
good on him. It seems like it's quite competitive because I had a look at the standings and like the top five is quite close together.
Nice.
So
That's good.
it'd be worth watching at some point. And then
I keep meaning to be fair, because
yeah,
it
I
looks
did
pretty
to
cool.
be fair, but I meant to. But
It's life,
yeah.
innit?
Yeah, that's it. And then we're looking at this again, like an actual in the flesh of the new Lambo.
Yeah.
I'm still like undecided completely on it, but
What was my opinion last time we looked at it? Can you remember?
I don't know.
Well, I'm going to tell you what
honest.
my opinion is of it. The
What?
Countach is supposed to be like blow your mind with its
Yes,
craziness.
that was your
It
opinion
doesn't.
last time.
Oh, was
Yeah.
it? Oh, fair.
Yeah.
At least I'm consistent, and that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's a nice looking car, no
Just
doubt
looks
about
like
it.
any other Lambo.
Yeah, exactly. That's the issue. But apparently they're only making like 100 or something, so you probably never see
Yeah.
1 million.
No, because I'm not rich and don't roll with that crowd.
Also,
Plus, if I
apparently,
did, I'd probably just buy rallycross cars.
yeah. Also, the Nissan Z apparently that's not coming to Europe either. So
Well, they said that from the start, didn't they? When
okay.
the initial, like when the concept was kind of done, what I think it was called 400R. I think they said then it wouldn't be coming. I mean, I
Yeah.
suppose the good thing with the UK, you could just import it and it's still right and drive.
Well, yeah, that's what we were saying the other day. Like, even if it's not coming, if you look at like Integra, for example, majority, if not all of them, are just imports.
Yeah.
Am I right in saying that?
Yeah. I think as well, if you got the kind of money to buy that, you ain't gonna really give a fuck about a few import taxes. I must admit, I had a very interesting time searching through Yahoo auctions. Can't read any of it because I don't read Japanese, but it looked good. And then I found a site where they listed the car and just in English, clicked it, and they've already was like filtered results. And don't get me wrong, a lot of cars, the money's obviously going up, but there's still a few bargains to be had. If you like find a good importer, there's still some bargains to be had.
I'm sure there is, to be
With
fair.
more money than I have, granted.
Yeah.
I've got BMWs to not build that I can't afford.
Yeah.
Need help.
Indeed. Yeah, so
Road Hunters rallycross car. not doing very well, but trying.
Yeah.
Being about as budgety ghetto as I am. Just saying.
Yeah.
Plus, there's a gravel test in place in Bradford, isn't there?
Is there?
Yeah, their tongue kind of want to take it there.
Yeah.
But I can't in its current shape because it won't survive.
So F1's back this weekend at Spa.
Lovely.
It's
MotoGP at Silverstone as well this weekend.
It's also BTCC.
And it is also British Rallycross at Pembrey.
What a busy weekend.
It is. I should be at the British at Pembrey. I don't know if I am due to current situations. So I'll be sad actually because there's a few people I didn't get to see at BTRDA.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Keeler, for instance.
Yeah, I was going to say, have you spoke to him? But
yeah, I've spoken to him, but obviously one at BTRDA. He's just focusing on the British, and yeah, plus he's got the I can't remember the company now, but he's got like a reaction type thing, excuse me. Like lights on it, so it lights up. And
yeah,
reacts
like
to
they do it F1, don't they?
Yeah, I think it's Reaction X. No, obviously, you think as well, it kind of makes sense. There is so much to be had in the start of a rallycross event. The reaction, I get a little geeky because it's like the S&C background. The reaction aspect is so important.
Yeah, even if you just think about just the lights, like that's
it. That can make or break a race at the end of the day.
That's what I was going to say. So,
so yeah, he's got one of them. I think they've some like sort of deal or something. Anyway, so he's got all that rigged up for Pembrey. Kind of wanted to go and have a play with that. I'm not gonna lie. Even though I'll be incredibly slow compared to what my actions were at one point, mainly because I'm just old and decrepit.
Shit happens.
Brad will be there racing in the Evo.
Yeah, I saw there were posts saying that he's second in championship, and
yeah, he probably will be actually. Yeah, Andy Grant will be first, I imagine.
Yeah,
and you've got John Cross. No, he's Alonso was in retro. Who's the RS200?
No, it wasn't another. It were another
the rant, but he just. Is it?
I think so.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I think it shows another RS200. I can't remember the guy's name. Steve Summit.
Oh, I've also just seen that seeing as though the Australian Grand Prix got cancelled.
Yes.
The Qatar is now favourite to replace it.
Lovely. That's nice.
Has it even been to Qatar before? Oh no, it's never been.
Was it not?
No, around Losai. Let's go with that. It's the kind of
place you imagine it would be, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you'd have thought it would have done, but
oh well. How about some World Rallycross?
Yeah, go for it, mate. I'll try and find that video that I want about that crash.
Yeah, so basically, I'm going to give you a summary of World Rallycross. Now, anybody who's probably got the internet will have seen fan reactions to certain aspects of not necessarily the production, but the commentary. Not gonna lie, it's fucking annoying when they get basic Rallycross stuff wrong. However, I appreciate it as a new promoter. They're bringing in one very high level commentator who unfortunately had 4 events this weekend, so he wasn't there this weekend. And then they kind of rotated it this weekend with a guy who does a lot of, I want to say like skiing things, sport things in general. And then another guy who's done quite a bit of car stuff. it is just a bit frustrating because you want rallycross to be taken seriously for the spectacle that it is.
Yeah, and if you haven't got
And
the
it's,
commentators there to do it, it's a bit of a letdown, isn't it,
I mean, the
really?
good commentators, and I
Yeah.
get that it's not easy, but surely you would learn almost some of the basics in some degree. But it is what it is. You know, at the end of the day, the actual series and championship, the driving was excellent. Yes, our World Rallycross only has 10 cars in it. It's only 10 cars for LeMan, but there's various reasons for that, and it's not necessarily the promoter's issue. There is obviously the issue with the late dates and stuff, but that's going to happen. You know, contracts and everything. But the racing was still good. So, in fact, you know what? Let's show a couple of vids of the Rallycross people. Chrome tab, we'll do a bit of that. We'll share some audio. Let's go. Well, I'll tell you what, here's a lap. How about that? Can you even get that full screen? No. So this is Mr. Timmy coming over the crest into the right. I was doing the Joker lap. So in the final, they sprayed all this and it was so slippy.
Yeah, I find it crazy that they do that. Like,
yeah, well, they use Dust X, which kind of binds it together.
yeah.
Which is good, but it was just like that Joker was just ridiculously like wet. There was just no traction. Patrick O'Donovan in the RX2. Also, how mad is it? You're doing about 170 kilometers an hour there when you come into the right-hander.
Yeah.
Like over that jump, which they reprofiled this time. So you are going in bigger air. There you go. There's a lap for you. Pretty sick. And we'll just put a bit of Kristofferson being Kristofferson. So Kristofferson had a bit of a. Hang on, I was in the middle of saying something, wasn't I?
Yeah, you are, but I think
Not what it is.
Like, interrupted
yeah,
yourself, didn't you?
yeah, pretty much. Patrick O'Donovan. He had a real shame. He was doing really, really well again, and he came into the Joker, and I mean, he lit, like the car was lit up, man, going into the Joker. It looked awesome. But as he just kind of like stopped the slide and went to accelerate out, he just had just no traction and just pretty much stopped dead. And just lost the shit ton of time. It was a bit of a shame, really. It probably cost him a place in the final. But he's doing well. So Hansen's dominated. Well, I said they didn't really dominate. Kristofferson did really well, but in the semi-final, Kristofferson came in pole, and you had Abring, I think it was, in this one as well. Might have been. I only watched it earlier. I've forgotten already. But he got two. Well, some people are saying he got two punctures. Some people are also saying that he had a drive shaft issue and just pulled off, which was a real shame because he's now fifth in the championship. So he's not having a great season so far. But yeah, the Hansons did really well. I think. So what's this one? So I got a couple of vids. But the highlight of the weekend was Euro RX1. You had wheels coming off, you had rolls, you had fire, you had crashes, you had just everything you expect with rallycross. You had basically. So I want to show you this because I think you'll appreciate the levels of, you know, like back in the day, it like the cruises and old Mackie's car parking shit. You might be too young.
No,
I
it's
don't know.
quite funny you say that, actually. So we've been watching this program called Ladhood on BBC. And it's like based in. Is it like. Oh.
Keep watching. The fuck? That happened twice.
Nice.
So that's a bit poorly.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been watching this program, Ladhood BBC. It's set in Garforth in like.
Oh, lovely.
I want to say like early thousands, late 90s sort of thing. And the episode we've just watched is about when it's basically these teenagers, and one of them who gets to 17 first. They're all egging him to get his car, pass his test and that. And they're planning to go out to Leeds cruise.
Yeah, man.
They end up going to some like field where people dogging or something by accident. But yeah,
unfortunately, I was still
highly
in Manchester.
recommend.
I'll have to watch it. What are we watching? Have a bit of this.
Yes, he does. Oh.
Absolute. That was Markland. Markland was absolutely dominating Euro RX1. Like, I mean, dominating. He was just rolling away with it. His pace was so good, and that happened. He's fine. He did get sent to the hospital. They've cleared him, but the car's fucked. Bent the roll cage. They weren't getting it back out. Reports now are that he will be concentrating on next year and RX1A.
So understandable, isn't it?
Yeah, because obviously there's a lot of money now to put that car right and then to go race it again. And yeah, not great. What's this one? Oh, this is just, I think, a bit of a thing of it. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Is that not? But it's Michelin. Michelin it is.
Michelin. He hit the barrier coming down the hill. So you come out the velodrome on a big banking. And yeah, tapped the banker and sent him off. Backward as well came down there. So obviously Backward had got the drive now for this season, which was like greatest thing in the world. In the Fabia, and he took to it really well, but he had quite a few problems in qualifying. And then he came down the hill, and all of a sudden he just fucking put it into a wall. And basically, whatever had gone on the front drive system, and it just stopped. So all the power went to the rear. So he just like had nothing in the front to pull him out of what he was doing, and just slammed into the wall. He reversed it and carried on. Ledge. But yeah, it was just fucking RX1. Your RX1 was insane. There were 24 cars for the series, which I think, and the caliber of the drivers was awesome. With the DeBorg brothers, Pallier, Markland was just on fire. Backward, he got third in the end in the final. Came off the back row, and I got that. He drove fucking awesome. I'll tell you, he was a bit of a show-up as well this weekend was Abring. He was rapid, and it was kind of a shame in the final, really, because you had Timmy won it with Kevin behind, and they just did the Hanson brothers off the line together, blocked everybody in, got in, and the gap. But Abring had the genuine pace to go after them, but he jokered early because he was basically on the outside going into turn 2. So you're just going to get stuck in traffic. So he jokered, went for play the tactic, get the overlap, and it works out up until he pretty much got to the end. And who was it now? I want to say, I don't think it was Zabo. One Zabo. I want to say Zolfist. And he didn't joker until the final lap. And like Abring was catching. As soon as he got behind him, Timmy and Kevin just started pulling away, and he couldn't get past him to get the overlap on him. So I thought that showed like his speed and his talent was really coming up, man. Gronholm had a bit of a hard one. He got a 5-second penalty in the Joker on the semi-final, which put him out of the final. I don't agree with it. I think it was basically he was in the Joker. Hedstrom, who's had a few issues this year, hit him on the inside of the Joker, and it pushed Nicholas out wide. So he jumped the track marker, but there was nothing he could do. And he got a 5-second penalty for it, which it is what it is. You can't change it. Devastating for him. But it was an epic weekend, man. So I'd get on the old Red Bull TV and watch the finals because they were sick. It's Rallycross. It's awesome. That's all that needs to be said. Holjes, magic weekend.
Just while we finished, I've been trying to find that crash. Can't find it. After she'd crashed, she actually got on phone Like she had a phone in the car
Yeah.
and got on phone back to the pits.
Alana?
I don't know what she was telling them, but I haven't watched it. But
I've
just like that
crashed.
one.
Oh shit.
Yeah, wouldn't you have thought they just had like a radio?
Yeah, but
I
if he's
don't know.
damaged, then she'll have to kill the ignition on the car.
Yeah, I suppose.
Because as soon as it come off, she'll have to kill the ignition.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
yeah, we'll just have phone in pocket. I imagine
Fair.
anyway. That's what I'd be thinking. Or if you're certain British drivers in certain series, you have your phone so you can make talks to your crew that are on the sidelines when it's not in the regs.
Why not?
Interesting. I doubt the people who are doing it watch this, so just saying. Cheeky boys. But yeah, there'll be like 4 people in the entire world who know what I'm on about that as well. So,
Probably.
okay. Be right. Yeah, man, that's it.
Good.
What have
Good
we decided
little,
this week?
What have
We've
we
decided
decided?
Rallycross is epic. And there's no
Well, I
point
don't
watching
think we've
F1.
decided that. That's just the standard like thing.
It is. And
So it's a
70s
decision,
Japanese
everyone.
cars are sick.
Oh yeah, we had that revelation, didn't we?
Yeah. I'm going to do a 70s Japanese. I'm just going to find the top 10 and we'll just do the top 10 70s
I think
Japanese
that's
cars.
a good idea.
I think it's a great idea because that's the kind of shit I like.
That's good. Yeah, let's do
Thank
that.
you. Well, good day, everybody. We're on the verge of rambling even more than normal. I bid you farewell.
We
Stay
shall end
safe.
here.
We shall end. Might have an update on the BMW in a week or two when I try to get into the boot and start it.
And it just
I
blows
also-
up. So it might be the update.
I'm trying to sort out learning some basics on welding. It's because got cells and shit to weld.
Got like 90% of the car to weld.
Yes, it's still going to happen.
Indeed, it
And
will.
then,
It shall.
I mean, I'm not going to weld the cage. I'm going to take it to proper Jason Clark to get the rally cage built for it. Get a suspension.
It's
struts,
probably a good idea.
Yeah, you don't want to take no. I don't mind learning and doing solos and shit, but I want to be a lot more confident before I decide I'm going to start welding cages. I
Yeah,
want to know it's perfect,
yeah.
structurally
Exactly.
sound. I'm not. No point taking a risk with that shit because the whole thing of it is there to serve you at the end of the day when you fuck up, and I'll probably fuck up at some point because I do that. So, bid you all
Indeed.
farewell. Enjoy yourselves. Have a good day tomorrow. Finish the week. It's the weekend. Motorsport, yo.
It was indeed.
It's all good. Peace
See you
out,
later.
everybody. And I'm going to end the broadcast.